Hello, welcome Virgo. Uh, Thanks for visiting Mystic High Priestess Tarot, and hopefully you become a regular guest. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure to hit the bell button to receive all my notifications. And if you do feel like somebody else could resonate with this reading, please feel free to share it with them. I do want to let you know this is going to be a January collective reading, so not everything will resonate with you as we are all on different timelines. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I also want to advise that I am not on any other platforms. I'm only on YouTube. You will not find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, any of that stuff. So if somebody is reaching out to you claiming they are me, they are not, please do not be scammed. I will also not reach out to you for anything. I will comment on your comments in the box below. So feel free to comment on what you resonate with. If there's other readings you'd like to see me do, I'd be more than happy to respond to that as well. And otherwise, I will not reach out to you for anything. If you are looking for a personal reading, I have opened those up. So I am dedicating myself more full time to this now versus being distracted by other things. So I will be available more online. If you do want a personal reading, check the description box below, hit the more um, word, and you will be able to get all of the information there. So on that note, I do want to let you know that I have meditated over the cards and done a lot of shuffling already prior to coming on here, so we should be ready to go. Let's see what comes up, Virgo. All right, the Four of Wands, nice. And the Four of Swords, double fours, that's pretty good. The Death card and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this could be interesting. Oh, the Queen of Wands. The Ten of Cups. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Got a little scary there in the middle. So how I do the reading is the current situation, the immediate outcome, long-term outcome. So what we are seeing, and we are going to clarify this in just a moment, but what I am seeing here is in your current situation, there is a lot of stability. Everything seems very grounded. However, in a committed relationship or a new marriage or a new engagement or a new love or a new job, anything basically new in your life that you've just kind of made a commitment to or that you've just started, you kind of need a rest from it. But not just a rest. Some of you, just need to kind of heal from something new. You could have found out you had a new illness that you did not know that you had before, and you need to heal from it. Then there's others of you that have gotten into this is basically relationship-wise or career-wise that you are healing from a previous broken heart or a previous situation that, job wise just wasn't working out for you. Maybe you've just gotten a new job and you're committed to that, and it feels very healing compared to where you worked before and the pain that you went through there. Or you could have gotten out of a relationship recently and you're, getting into a new one and it feels healing. It feels very good. However, in the near future, there is a transformation. A part of that, and I can see where the healing comes from, is that there is going to be a betrayal that you're going to find out about. It may have already taken place, so it's not something that you're going to experience like a tower already. But when you move on to this, generally, let's take this in a relationship field. And I have a Virgo Venus, so I can completely relate in that way, is that Virgos have this level of perfection. So, for example, I have a Virgo Venus. So, my level of perfection is in love, right? And could explain why I'm single. But so I strive for perfection in love. I'm very nitpicky. I'm very particular in that particular category, and that's where my Virgo characteristics come out. So a Virgo sun or moon is going to have that same thing, but on a regular, everyday basis in their life. So there is a point of perfectionism or being able to see things others can't, and being able to pick that stuff out. Now, that can affect relationships, whether work or home. Now, as a worker, it could make you almost the most perfect, worker in the world because you're going to be very analytical. You're going to be able to, find, things other people haven't, a great auditor, something like that, for example. But because of your commitment to something new, it's going to transform you. There's going to be a part of your Virgo side that feels very uncomfortable. But that is necessary. It's a necessary step. And that healing from the Three of Swords that you're being healed from here is, you're resting with just your one sword because you're trying to find clarity. Okay, that's how the Four of Swords, is being represented, is moving direct to a 10. Now this seems terrible because this transformation is coming out of you because of a betrayal, a stab in the back, something that didn't work right from this broken heart that you're trying to heal. So you're going from 4 wands or even one while you heal to all of a sudden, boom, 10. So it's going to seem dramatically different. This transformation is going to be very dramatic. And however, once you get through this transformation, that closes that cycle. So you're going to, go from this commitment and this healing to boom transformation. And I mean, and it's going to come short term. It's going to hit hard, you know. However, the final outcome that you have is, what you're going to transform this commitment and relationship to is something elegant, gorgeous, beautiful, outstanding, intuitive, very regal, so to speak. So you're leveling up is really what you're doing. So this healing from heartbreak and finding the mental clarity, that mental clarity is going to make you realize, oh, wow, I was completely betrayed. So this is more of a realization. I believe it's already happened. You just don't know it yet. So you're about to find out. Is going to then lead to another 10, which is the 10 of Cups. So that is clear if the Queen of Wands is clarifying that 10 of Cups of total emotional satisfaction. So you're going to be quite pleased um, as you complete these cycles into what is going to become of this. So even though this betrayal will come at you suddenly, and I think it's going to be something you find out by being nitpicky, like you're going to randomly come across it where, let's say, for example, there's a conversation being held and people are talking. A Virgo is a great listener. And because they're a great listener, they pick up on certain cues. That can be body language, it can be voice inflections, it can be somebody just says one thing slightly off, or, add something to a sentence that gives you the clue that, wait a second, what did they just say? But a Virgo is not going to stop the conversation. They're going to take note of that and they're going to keep watching things, and boom, they find out things very quickly. They would make great detectives. Okay. So, because of that quality, that's where the betrayal is going to be found out. It's going to be like, wait a second, what did that person just say? Kind of thing. Or what did that person just do? And that's what's going to clue you in on there was more than heartbreak, but that clarity that you suddenly have is going to allow you to see this, which is then going to allow you to move on to that emotional satisfaction, which is pure true love. So let's clarify this and see what is really going on beneath the surface. So that's death and the Three of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Four of Wands. We got the Four of Wands twice. Ten of Pentacles. You got an awful lot of tens. And the Seven of Wands. Okay. So on the Four of Wands here, which can also represent twin flame, a true commitment, there is a death. So again, we see death right here, right next to it. So it's already, this transformation has already been taking place and it's just going to be completed in the near future. So we're looking at a completion to the transformation. It could be the ending of that relationship, but I'm going to tell you it's not. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. Um, for if one or two of you at that, it would be the ending of the relationship. You'll see in just a moment. But here on the transformation card, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles would be Virgo energy. So we are seeing a give and take to this transformation. So it is transforming this relationship, whether between work, family, friends, children, lovers, new love, um, being, if it is new love, it's probably somebody from your past, okay? Or somebody that you already know. And then that's going to move over into that completing the transformation here because we go from death to death. So the transformation's already begun, it's being completed, and there's going to be um, a higher level giving energy to it, and it's going to feel more grounded, which makes you feel more secure. Okay, that's Virgo wants that. And then in the final outcome, that Queen of Wands is done by the Ten of Pentacles. So if you're looking for new love, there is most likely somebody coming in. So you could be in a relationship that is ending, and through the ending, there's going to be equal, it's going to be final, but not quite such a war. You're probably going to give. You're probably going to give just to get out of the relationship if that is the case. And there's a Queen of Wands waiting right around the corner, which is that person that you find so royal, so to speak, and just kind of matches. I mean, for a Virgo to find a Queen of Wands is like finding an Empress in a way because a Virgo is so picky about every little detail. And they find that Queen of Wands that just like entices them in every way, shape, and form, not just looks, but how they behave, how they speak, what they do, all of these things. And for a Virgo to be taken with that, that is their Ten of Pentacles. That is like, this is everything. This is a person who works hard, who is very loving and giving, who is eloquent and speaks well, who is well mannered, but yet fun and, can have a family vibe in life. That's their Ten of Pentacles. That's their full package. They found their treasure chest. And that's really what the Ten of Pentacles is. It's like a pirate finding a treasure chest, to them. So, and to a Virgo especially. And to validate this relationship situation where we've got also the stability of the Four of Swords, we have Three of Pentacles. So it just goes to show we are working very diligently, not necessarily even by ourselves, but sometimes with others to find that clarity. And that clarity we were looking for on this transformation, where we've discovered this betrayal. Here comes our Four of Wands again. So we can see our betrayal was from this relationship over here. And it doesn't mean that that relationship has to end. It means there could be, with this transformation, this death transformation, a new beginning to that. So you're not necessarily leaving a relationship. You're looking at how you can give to this to transform this betrayal and hold on to this beautiful um, relationship that you have. Because, and it could be again with your work as well. How do I hold on to this relationship and transform this so that I can give without feeling betrayed completely? And you have three tens here. So something big right now is closing out. I mean, all these grand things are coming and it's closing out so that even better things can show up. So it's only going to get better from here, even though it feels a little painful right now. You're in the, it looks like most of you are in the middle of that already. The pain is initiated. You're kind of in the middle of that healing cycle to get to the healing. But when you think you get to the healing, you're going to actually discover this full betrayal. So luckily, you'll have the mental clarity to be able to handle that. And again, this can be, you know, the four wands there and the four wands here. This just reeks twin flame energy. Okay, so you could, if you're single, for my single Virgos, you could definitely be meeting your twin flame. And I'm going to actually go a step further because out of all the readings I've done, and I'm not a huge twin flame person, okay? Um, lately, and I wish I could understand spirit 100%. Okay, I've been channeling since I was a small child. As I've told many people, 7 or 8 years old is the earliest I can remember. And at the time, I did not understand it. Or I thought, you know, you have those imaginary friends, right? I mean, younger than that, but mine just, I thought, stuck with me. And then through my teen years, I thought, oh, I must be crazy because I'm seeing things and I'm hearing things and I'm feeling things that clearly other people aren't. And I could literally sit with a group of adults and I'd be thinking something and then they would say it. And then I'd be like, oh, and then pretty soon I started interjecting in conversations, and these adults are like, how in the world does this child know what to say? Kind of, I was a spectacle of sorts in a way because it seemed like I was intelligent, but I really wasn't. And and I'm really sorry for this long story, but it's I have to get it out so you can understand my difference in twin flames here. And because it's so potent in your reading, it's very important in this reading, and I can feel it and I can sense it. It's what ended up happening over, the course of my life was realizing that when I got into my early 20s, that nope, I'm not crazy. There's this whole spirit world that I've been connecting with that I never let go of as a child. And it could be because I was a very lonely child. But, a course of things happened in life. And then throughout life, having God as, my higher source and angels and stuff, I've experienced many miracles where, life and death type situations. And so oftentimes people, that do know me on a personal level said, you must be immortal. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just very well protected, very well protected. So I've, just lived life that way. Well, throughout the course of learning about twin flames, I never really felt connected to the twin flame theory until recently. So I did have an experience in my own personal life that spirit then was guiding me through this and showing me what twin flames were. Not that it was my twin flame, but all of a sudden it was like, whoa, okay, this is real. There is something to the twin flames. And I allowed spirit to, I entertained them and, witnessed twin flame activity. And then I could relate to it, then I could understand it, which was, has always been very beneficial when I let spirit just kind of take the lead. I say I let God take the wheel, whatever, and show me what you need to show me and let's get through this. But through that, I've had this huge epiphany, and it happened just recently within the last few months on twin flames and what they really are and how they're to connect and what they're to teach each other and some are lifelong connections and some aren't. It's not necessarily always a romantic thing. It's you are meant to be in that person's life to learn things and you're on different timelines. I find the vast majority of twin flames so far in my process here have great age gaps. Huge. I mean, they're very seldom are they the same age. So it's really amazing to actually see how it works, but it's also really amazing to see the love-hate dynamic between twin flames. times they they see themselves in the other person, but they see the things they hate about themselves when they just don't realize that that's inside them already. So it's really, really interesting how much therapy I think twin flame people actually need. But anyway, back to your reading. Many of you, and I wouldn't say this is a small portion, and it's are on a twin flame awakening, so to speak, meaning that you do have twin flames out there, and you're about to, you're either going to reestablish your relationship with your current twin flame that you're already with, which I don't get the feeling a lot of you are, or you're going to transform into your twin flame connection. So this stab in the back, it feels like a betrayal, turns into this Four of Wands, which is a twin flame card, being the two wands. And fours are also a level of stability. So this betrayal, which what feels like a betrayal, is because of the twin flame connection that you're on, and you have to experience that so that you can take that to your twin flame. So either you're with your twin flame and you feel betrayed by them, but it's not really a betrayal. This is how they're teaching you something. But you see it as a betrayal because you're not seeing the lesson. Or you have to learn this lesson to be with your twin flame. So you're either on one or the other side. And I would say that's 2/3 of you. Okay. That's how strongly I feel this right now, especially with the tens. You have the Ten of Swords, you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So you've got a lot of tens, which are completions. You are completing a really good cycle so that new stuff can come in. Okay, which is great because and Virgos are great at that. You know, learn, 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 complete, start a new cycle. Okay, and Virgos are great. I'm with it. So we are seeing this transformation here of, I believe the transformation that you're meant to learn is to be more giving, um, little less of a tightwad, maybe, and be a little bit more giving to things that you wouldn't normally be open to. Okay. It could also be opening up to, some different things that wouldn't, that aren't in your everyday life, so to speak. Your eyes are going to start opening to some other spiritual values. Now, on this Queen of Wands, we saw this, Ten of Pentacles, which we pretty much went through on how this Queen of Wands is going to introduce you to your treasure chest or be your treasure chest by chance. And below her was the Ten of Cups, which is your total satisfaction, and there's a Seven of Wands. You're going to want to protect this. So even though a queen energy is a female, so you would think I'm referring to males here, and there is, I don't know really how many men. Pipe up in the comments if you're a man watching this and relating to any of it. Um, but this is what's really weird is this month a lot does feel like it's geared towards men. Um, but it could be just masculine energy. So you could be a female who is very alpha, very, you have your masculine side has been ignited, and maybe you're princess normally, but all of a sudden you have this capacity to have your alpha side, excuse me, be ignited. So that could definitely be this as well. But you're going to be very protective over this Queen of Wands energy, this regal energy, because that feminine energy is bringing in this emotional satisfaction. Emotionally, you feel like really super satisfied. The love is a flowing. You've got your treasure chest going, the security, and the Seven of Wands is wanting to protect that at all cost. So that is an extremely beautiful, beautiful thing. So Virgos, you're on quite a journey here, and I do think you're probably going to be the sign that in the next year or two, really brings twin flames to life. Like you're going to be the epitome of what a twin flame relationship is. Just have a feeling that the universe and God are bringing a lot of twin flames together um, in the upcoming near future here. And it's because they need to be together, which is, I don't know, that could be a war in itself. But we'll see how that goes. Let's get some oracle clarifiers here for you. We have travel and protection. See, there's our protection again. So, whatever is developing out of this, and like I said, I think you're already in the healing journey. So, something is already transforming in your life, and you're well aware of it. And your twin flame, you might have to travel to them. This Queen of Wands person, which don't, it's not just a female. I'll take it just as female energy. It's just the epitome of what the Queen of Wands represents. Um, you might have to travel to them. I think your twin flame may not be right under your nose. But if you are with your twin flame, you are still going to protect it at all costs. You're going to learn how to transform the relationship. You're going to move past the betrayal, or that betrayal is going to teach you something that you need to learn to be with your twin flame. And then, boom, that's going to all happen. And you are going to say, hey, I'm going to protect this. And or keep in mind with travel as well, it could be astral travel. So if you're seeing somebody you don't know in person in your dreams, you could be astral traveling to your twin flame as well. So, and this would be somebody that you've probably had, it's not, doesn't have to be repetitive. It could have been a dream you had last year that 6 months later you see the same person, but you've never met this person in a dream. But yet you're like, well, I remember seeing them in a dream before. Like, who is this person? That's probably your twin flame. And you're connecting on the astral level, which is really easy to do in the dream state. Let's actually see here what your twin flame wants to say to you. And then I'm going to pick a second card on what you would probably say to them. And then you can kind of make a determination. Am I one of the twin flames, or is this just a standard, relationship issue that I'm having, or a work issue, or this is, what's happening with my child? You place the shoe where it fits. They want to say, I can't stop thinking about you. That's pretty cool. You want to say, I want to feel that way again. So I just have a really strong feeling you have met them in your dream state. They can't stop thinking about you. However you felt in that dream, you want to feel that way again. And or you have come across them and you've met them and there is a state of nostalgia that you both feel. You could have been in passing, or you met them in a group of people having drinks at some event and they made you feel really good. So think back to somebody that you've seen in a dream or that you've met briefly that made you feel a specific way, and kind of think about that and examine that as, could there have been something there between you and that person? Or if this is your current relationship, whether you're with your twin flame or not, um, clearly it's as if you want to feel that way again. Um, and she could be on the other foot here too as well. So it's not for sure, for certain. And reconciliation. So if this is and for a lot of you, a third to half of you, I would say this is a relationship that has gone through quite some turmoil. And like I said, you're midway through that and you're getting to the end of it to have this wonderful ending. You're going through a reconciliation period. Or your twin flame is somebody that you have met before and you are reconciling with them now. I'm going to do something I did on a different reading. What is the age gap Is there an age gap between you and your twin flame? Because I'm finding this most intriguing. And so I'm going to experiment with Virgo. Wow. Okay. That's different too. Hmm. So the Hanged Man, Two of Cups, and Five of Swords. Two of Cups definitely tells me so seeing a new perspective, love, and Five of Swords, winning at all costs. So being the victor of everything. If we add these up, 19, there could be a 20-year age difference, up to 20-year age difference. So it could be a 2-year, 5-year, 12-year, or 19-year age difference between you and your twin flame. So, but some could be close. Those twin flames are probably already together that are in the Two of Cups. The Five of Swords, you're working very diligently. You've probably already met your twin flame. If you're the Hangman, you're seeing things in a new perspective and have not met them yet. And those are probably the 12-year ones. Interesting. We'll see. Comment below. Let me know if you're on a twin flame journey, if any of this made any sense. Like I said, the epiphany just happened a few months ago, and I was really led down a path that I was adamant for over a decade that I would never do anything with twin flames, didn't agree with the whole methodology, and boom, then got, you know, hit with the brick wall. And I just follow spirit. So Archangel Michael says to you, positive thoughts create positive results. Divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and situation. That's totally a Virgo card. Um, I couldn't explain Virgo better. Positive thoughts create positive results. So that is what Archangel Michael has for you. That's really all I have for you right now, but definitely let me know if any of this resonated, what you think of the whole twin flame situation, and I would enjoy the feedback. Much appreciated. God bless.